Hello there, folks, and welcome back to the beautiful Austrian Alps on this very misty September morning. Look at that coming through. Doesn't that look good? The shadows of the trees. I have to say, they did a really good job with the skybox. I'm always impressed with the skybox. Anyway, so continuing on from previous episode, when we got rid of this withered wheat crop here, I said I was going to look for a planter, or a seeder rather, and yeah, that's what we have found. I have found. Unfortunately, there is no such thing as a cheap one. So I'm going to have to take a loan out, which is something I didn't really want to do quite so early on in the game. Well, I suppose I'm going to have to anyway, whether I like it or not, because the only one I found, let me show you, was this one. 60 horsepower, so we're at 68. It should be able to pull it, but as you can see, it's 15, and we're only at 7. So we are going to have to take a loan. So if we go to... I can't remember where it is. Or we could do a contract, actually. Hang on, let's have a look. What's this? Cultivating for 12. Ooh. I mean, we'd have to obviously borrow the items, but that's quite a big cultivator. That's 12. What else have we got? Harvesting. Ooh. That's 10. Ooh. That's a big field there. That will take a long time. 14. What's this? Mowing. A double mower. Ooh. Ploughing. Wow, that will take a long time. Spraying. That's 5. Stone picking. Tedding. What's this? Bale wrapping. Wrap bales. Oh, look, that's exactly 15. Yeah, why don't we do that? That saves me taking out a loan then. Okay. Let's do that. Field 36. Hang on. I think I may have just boo-booed. I did boo-boo. Because I forgot to borrow items. Oh, bugger. That's my fault. Should we do harvesting then for 10? Should we do harvesting for 10? What else we got? 10, 27, 6. Ooh, we could do that one. Not too far away either. It's field 8. But that will only give us 13. Mowing. Oh, that's a bum. I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's just do the cultivating for 12 then. Let's just do that. Borrow items. Yes. Okay. Right. Let's go and pick up our equipment. It just saves taking out a loan, that's all. And seeing as we're not generating quite a lot of money at the moment, I don't really want to worry about the repayments. So this is the next best thing, I guess. And it's not too far away either. So let's just head to the shop. And we'll go and pick up the equipment. Ooh, I know we did cultivating in the last episode as well, so it might be a bit repetitive. But, yeah, at least it will give us the money to then buy the seeder. Outright. Oh, it is a misty morning this morning. But very pretty, though. Very pretty indeed. Suppose we should bring the map up so I know where I'm going. We could do with a 4x4 on this track. The old Golf is managing. Do you remember the old Golf 4x4s that they made? They always made me laugh, they did, because they were raised and they looked really funny. Where's the entrance? There it is. Right, park in our usual spot. Right at the front. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, look at that. That's massive, that is. And we get to use this big old beast as well, which will be quite nice. Contracting is a nice way to use sort of different equipment and see what you like and what you don't like. It's quite cool, really. Pick that up. And pick this up. What is this? 7R. And I'm well off. Which is not good. Not a good start. There we go. Right, where is field 6? Just onto the main road. And round to the left. Yeah, hopefully this won't take too long with this massive cultivator. Onto the main road. Oh wow, look at that. It is very misty this morning. Yeah, see, what's nice about cultivating, like I said, is that you get to use stuff like this, which you wouldn't... Cultivating? Contracts. Which you wouldn't normally use, you know, playing the style I play, where you play basically with nothing. Okay, this is a bigger field than I thought. Put that down. And away we go. Yes, this is a bigger field than I thought. Didn't look that big on the map. And we're only travelling at 13 kilometers an hour. Ooh dear. This is gonna take a little while. Indeed. Wow, only 13 kilometers. I would have thought we could have gone a bit faster than that. But I suppose it is quite hilly. Yeah, this will be the determination. It's how it goes up that hill, really. Oh, we got to 14. Back down to 13. Alright, but how's it going to do going up, though? Because this isn't a very steep gradient here. When we turn left here at the end, then it will be. Down to 9, 8. Oh dear. That's not good. 8, 9. Yeah, I might have to go up and down that way rather than up and down this way. I'm surprised they gave you... Well, I suppose 10k is about normal, I guess. Really. We're already at 6%. Right, let's do one headland. And then I'll probably put it on a time lapse, because this will be a bit boring to watch. without going too quickly. Oh yeah, we got 15 going downhill and a nice strong backwind. So 15 seems to be the max. Yeah, see, that's what's nice about these kind of maps, is nothing's too flat. Which is what I like, so each to their own. It's been... yeah. 15 is the max for sure, and we're already at 10%. Oh, if we're already at 10%, then I should think not even half the field will do the, will finish it off. 12%. Yeah, wow, the mist is really sitting around this morning. Look, it's already 9:30. It is a foggy day today. There we go. Yeah, this is where you slow down, going on the uphills. Oh, missed a bit, missed a bit, missed a bit, missed a bit. Don't like missing bits. Yeah, this is bigger than I thought when I was looking at the field size on the map and the equipment size. I thought, oh, that'll be, over in a jiffy. However, I was wrong. Because, yeah. Big field. 15%. Yeah, look, I've 4 headlands and it's going to be done. The contract, anyway. I'll finish the job, obviously. But, obviously we're going to lose a little bit for borrowing the equipment, but could you imagine doing this with our little cultivator? I mean, I could have put it on a worker, I guess, but then I wouldn't have had anything to do, not having a second job or a second tractor, so I would have just sort of sat here and watched the worker, really. And yoink. Alright, pick that up. Whoops. Ooh, jackknife, jackknife. No, 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 don't jackknife, don't jackknife. Don't want a jackknife. We're rolling. Drop that down. Yeah, I think once I've finished this headland, I'll go up and down that way. Just for the power output, that's all really. But look at that, isn't that a beautiful view? Look at that. Mountains in the background. Misty morning. And the birds just flying overhead. Look at that. For a simulation game, because that's what it is. The two things that, in my opinion, really need to stand out, and that is how it looks graphically and the realism behind it. I mean, obviously there are things that you just simply can't do because it is a game. And I've always said I would prefer a lot more manual stuff in farming sim, because not everything takes place in a tractor. You know, brushing out the stalls, using wheelbarrows. I know there are wheelbarrow mods and things like that, and they're really cool. And I do use them from time to time. It's just, on mouse and keyboard it can be quite difficult, especially when you're picking up objects and you've got to do the whole rotatey thing to get it in the right position. can get a bit annoying. But who knows, maybe the help of AI will be able to implement a new system that will be able to make it better for using mouse and keyboard when you're, you know, using hand tools. Look at that old truck. Look at that. That's cool. Whoops. Cutting off my lines. 24%, 25% in a second. So we're a quarter of the way, I'm guessing, when we get to this corner. %, there we go. Right. Now I'll just start going up and down. Or side to side, rather. Although we're only at 9 here. I was at 13 over there, so this is obviously steeper. Didn't look steeper. Okay, maybe from that angle. Wow, look at that shot. Right, enough of me yapping. I'm going to put this on a time lapse. And, yeah, we'll meet up at the end. Okay, well, that didn't take too long. But I didn't realise that when the contract is finished, you can't finish the field, which is a bit odd. But there we go. So, we should now, if I can find it, completed 11,469. The mission was completed. Okay, there we go. Oh, it clears it off anyway. So now we have 18,000, so we have enough for the seeder. That's what we wanted. Although I should have actually driven the tractor back to the shop, because now I have to walk, or we could just do that, which is not what I like doing, but we could do that. So, let's buy the little seeder then, and some seeds. There we go. 60 horsepower. Measuring trough. What does that do? Lights. Platform. Do we want a platform? No, that's fine. 15,000. Buy. There we go. So we're back down to 3 again, which is not a lot. Admittedly. Because we still need to buy seed yet as well. But at least we can get a crop in the ground. We'll just go back and pick up our little green doots. I mean, like I said, it has got 68. I'm hoping that it will be enough to pull. It is on flat ground apart from that one little bumpy bit or sort of hilly bit at the back. But I'm hoping it will be enough to pull it on that flat ground. It's not going up something like this. This one you're going to need a big tractor for to get up here. Although that's what I've said that before previously. You wouldn't really in real life. Like I said before, I've seen plenty of 90 horsepower tractors pulling fairly large equipment up hills and working fairly well. So yeah, I've always said I think their horsepower requirements and the way it works is slightly off from what it actually is in real life. And put you in there. Our little golf. Right, let's go and get the other one and pick up the seeder. We want this one. Oh, 65 horsepower. Sorry, I thought it said 68. So, oh, we don't need that. We can take that off, because we've done that bit. But what we do need is to go back down to the shop again. Whoop. Although, I suppose really, it would be delivered on the back of a lorry or something like that. Or if it's small enough equipment, it would be delivered in a van or 3.5 ton, or 7.5 ton rather than you actually driving to the shop to go and collect it. But I suppose there are some, I have seen some farmer vloggers who do actually use their tractor and trailer to go and pick stuff up from the store, so I guess each to their own. I suppose it depends on how far away your local shop is, really. Or if you order it online and you choose to go and pick it up or have it delivered. Because I'm guessing there'll be the delivery fee as well. So you might save a few bob there by going to collect it yourself. Nice little track, this. Still, I'm surprised it's 12:30 and that mist hasn't lifted yet. I'm very surprised about that. There she is. Our little red seeder. So we can start planting some seeds. Krunk. Right, all we need now is also some seeds. I always prefer the pallet of seeds, I have to say. We'll just get one for now. And we should be able to refill from here. There we go. Right, so we want wheat. It's already on wheat. That's all right. Yeah, I think that's a good looking size for that. I think that fits quite nicely. Although, maybe could do with a front weight. But I would have to configure that because I think you can put the old weight bars on. The little individual ones. I don't actually know what you call those. The little individual weight plates that you just clip on or slide in or whatever it is, or however it's configured on these older machines. Oh no, we're not tipping too badly. It's alright. I thought maybe going uphill we would tip a bit more, but no, we're okay. It should be fine. Should be fine. That's so simple. Just 2 forward or slow, fast gearbox, and then 4 gears. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Oh, there's the gearing again. I don't know if you noticed that. It jumped from 1 to 4 straight away. That's why I said sometimes it is better to actually play on manual and actually physically change the gears yourself, because you can then choose. I suppose this is a manual tractor. It's not a power drive or anything like that. So theoretically speaking, yes, it is designed to be played on manual, I guess. Because then you can just keep it in a gear that you want and just stay there, really. A bit dark, this turning where that tree is. Don't crash into the carport. There we go. Clip the edge there a little bit. Right. Here we are at our newly cultivated field. Right, let's just have a little look. Barley. We can put barley in. Yeah, and we can put wheat in. So we may as well put wheat in whilst we've got it selected. We could do canola. But we may as well do wheat. Why not? We could actually... grass, yes. Oilseed radish, no. Popular, no. No, let's just put wheat in. Right, let's set this up. Let's start at that corner, I reckon. Be the best thing to do. Obviously, if I need more seed, I am going to have to buy them. I hope not. But we shall see. Hoping it will be okay. Right. Lower you down. Turn you on. And we are seeding. I hope. Well, we're already on 99%, so we've used 1%. Yeah, very slight texture difference. It is working. We will just check. But I'm pretty sure it is working. Yes, there you go. Very, very faint texture difference you can see there in the browns. 98%. Ooh, we might actually not. I mean, we've still got, what, 4 or 5 bags left? It's obviously not going to fill it up, but we do have a little bit left if we need to. Yeah, this bit here might be a bit tricky. But luckily enough, it's not too big of an area. But going up this hill here, that is rather a steep incline, I have to say. But this is where the tractor might tip over. Come on, you can do it, little girl. Come on. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. 95%. Will we finish it with what we have? Let's just do the headland. I am leaving a tiny weeny little bit there on the left hand side. And up. Well, you wouldn't actually drive over your newly set seeds, would you? You would actually go up and down. So that's what we'll do. We shall go up and down. Lower you down. Oh, missed a bit there. And off we go again. What is it? 20 past 1, 10 past 1. Still misty out. Probably missing, yeah, I can see I'm missing loads of bits here. Loads and loads. Which I don't like doing, because we want to be able to get as much money from this as possible, so we need to really increase the yield as best we can. But we're also going to have to get a roller perhaps, and some fertilizer from somewhere, and a fertilizer spreader. So I think we're going to have to be doing a little bit more contracting to get a bit more money in. I've missed a massive chunk there, but we'll get that in a second. I want to try and get the straight lines, because this field isn't actually straight. It looks it, but it's not. At least one side, anyway. And the good thing is we've got this nice large turning circle here. I'll just try and get this little bit that I missed. But at least now I've got a straight line to work from. And that should do it. Right, we'll go down and up again. Just try not to. Come on, back up. Yeah, I think they could do with improving the textures just a little bit of seeding, because it's a little bit difficult to see where you've been, especially when you get the shadows going over like that. I suppose that's why you should really use the ridge markers, I guess. That's probably my fault, to be honest. Right. Here we go. Yeah, you can see that triangle that I missed just up there. A slightly lighter texture colour in the texture. What are we? 84%. Ah, we should finish this. We should finish this. And then I'll have to think about getting some fert. Or rolling it, actually, because a roller is probably cheaper than fertilizer. It may not give us 2 stages of fert, but it will give us 1 at least if we roll it. There we go. Right, back up. Also, the other thing I think that they should address, or should allow you to do it, is I don't know if it's possible though, obviously not being a map creator or a map modder or anything like that, but the texture ground deformation, sometimes it can be a bit extreme, as you can probably tell on the We Bought a Farm vlog series, where the mud is. I mean, I know it's mud, but you don't necessarily create a 10-foot hole every single time you drive in a muddy field. So, yeah, that bit is a little bit annoying, especially, you know, when you're trying to play a realistic series and you're just creating massive, massive ruts everywhere. That is a little bit annoying. So it would be good if they had the option to allow you to sort of adjust the intensity of it, you know what I mean? Like a slide bar or something, or a count bar. You know, 10 being, or 1 being the most intense, and 10 being hardly making any impressions at all. And just allow you to tweak it a little bit, because it does get so annoying. If you've watched any of the We Bought a Farm series, you'll see where the fence is into the, where the vegetable patch is. There's always that rut there every time, and, you know, it's the realistic series, so it has to go along with the show, but yeah, it just sort of loses the realism because you're just bouncing up and down and creating massive ruts and all that kind of stuff, so it's it does get a little bit annoying. Right, we're what, a quarter of the way, so I'll put this on another quick time lapse, and yeah, we should finish this by end of day today, which will be nice. So let's just get on with it. Well, that was a nice relaxing job. That worked quite well with this little cedar, I have to say. It was quite a good setup. Just the right size for the tractor. Got plenty of horsepower. Like I said, we are on the flat, so... but, yeah, it can pull it nicely. It was a nice little setup. I think this... I'm going to keep this cedar for a little while. It's quite fairly wide as well. So, obviously it's not the biggest, but yeah, I think we'll keep this for a little while. This was a good purchase, this was. Right, so we've just got 1 or 2 more runs to do, maybe one? Because I have done the headland over here. And then we are done. We'll see how many bits I've missed in a second. I know we will need to just get that last little bit there, look. It's a bit annoying. So we'll just get this, just this little slither here, look. Like I said, we want to try and get as much crop as we can off of this, because this is going to be our, probably our biggest financial income. Right. There we go. Let's see how much I've missed. Okay, so there's a slither over there and just that edge across there where I was picking up too early. But that wasn't bad. Wheat is now in. Where are we for... Yeah, it needs rolling. And... yeah, I've got no soil samples, so we don't know any of the seed rate. Oh, so that was quite high there, look. And then standard. So we have a little high patch here. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah. No weeds, but it does need rolling. Nice. At least that's in, and we've still got 32% of wheat seeds left, and a couple of pallets, a couple of bags just down there as well, which is also good, which I'll have to go and collect. But for now, I think we can put the cedar away. Yeah, I'm very impressed with that purchase. Very impressed indeed. The question is, will I hit the cultivator? No, I'll hit the wall instead. That was a bit silly. Kind of hit the cultivator. Yeah, sort of. I did manage to hit it. But we knocked it back into position. We can put this just over here. Lower that down. What's the... that one. Oh. Where did it go? What? Did it go outside? I did unload it. Did it go out here? Where did that go? Oh, door in the door. Okay, can't get out of that one. I've lost my seed. Where did my seeds go? That's not them. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, because I don't have a... maybe it just emptied it. Oh well, whatever. It was only a little bit left. Right, well that wasn't a bad job. We've got that in, which is the most important thing. What we have to do now is just roll it Fertilize it. Well, roll it really. Because I think... How much are fertilizer spreaders? Oh, we do have this old one. This is a mod, this is. Obviously. What's that? How much? 350. That one might not be too bad. 600, 300, 300. That one might not be bad. It can do lime and fert. Oh. Yeah. That might be okay. To get some fert on there. Oh, we'll have a look at that. Right then, guys. That's where I'm going to leave it. Thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy the series, do consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video if you are liking the beautiful Austrian Alps. And, yeah, ring that little notification bell so you get notified when my videos go live. There's the wheat in all its glory. In there, ideal moisture, perfect moisture, current yield. Yeah, because I've got the arrows, what do you call it? I can't remember the name of the mod now. Realistic, I think it's realistic weather or realistic something or other. I've also got installed as well. So yeah, as always, I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.